Hello Sagittarius, and a very warm welcome to your December forecast. It's a very big month this month because not only do we have Mercury going retrograde, but we also have Saturn moving out of your sign. Many of you are going whew, and moving into Capricorn, where it's in its sign of rulership and therefore very, very strong for the next 3 years. How's it all going to affect you? Well, on the 3rd of the month we've got a full moon happening here in your 7th house of relationships. And this month is going to be everything to do with yourself and your relationships. The 1st and the 7th houses, very active. So full moon in the house of relationships, shining a light. So it could mean that there's a change in circumstances in a relationship. Perhaps one of you gets a job somewhere else. Perhaps you're going to relocate. Perhaps there's an ending to a relationship. Perhaps there's a change in the form of a relationship. Perhaps a relationship gets much deeper than it was before. But certainly full moons tend to bring out the things that you're not satisfied with and give you an opportunity to make constructive changes. On the 4th of the month, this is when Mercury goes retrograde here in your sign until the 23rd of the month. So joining, as you can see, quite a lot of planetary activity in your sign this month because, of course, it's birthday month as well. And I was very remiss, I forgot to say happy birthday at the beginning of the video. So happy birthday now. It's like Mercury retrograde. You kind of remember things a little later. That's my excuse anyway. So Mercury retro is an opportunity in your sign for you not only to do the normal things, which is back up your hard drive, leave extra time if you're traveling, those kinds of things, but also for you to reevaluate how you think about yourself. What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying nice things, or are you saying, oh, you're not good enough, you should have done this, why didn't you do that? And you know, that stream of thinking, of thoughts that really, eventually you wonder why you're feeling depressed or sad or lonely. Because a series of thoughts has gripped your mind and you're going in that slippery slope. So this is a great opportunity for learning how to still your mind a little, maybe even by going into nature, doing something where you get a sense of peace, and then bringing that sense of peacefulness into your everyday life, into your relationships, and also becoming much more aware of what you're thinking and the change in your emotions dependent on what it is that you're thinking. So if you start to say, hey, you know, I'm very good in relationships. I can have successful relationships. I can have the easy income that I'm looking for. Or whatever it is. What is it you're saying to yourself? This is about becoming aware of it. Venus is in your sign, the Sun in your sign for much of this month. This is time really for you to enjoy, Sagittarius, not to take everything seriously or personally. On the 10th of the month, we've got Mars coming to join Jupiter in your 12th. If ever there was a time to pursue your spirituality, that's of course a very wide area, but for some people it means faith, it means God, it means spirit. Some people it means looking into metaphysics, ETs, aliens. Why are we here? What am I doing? It's an opportunity for focusing your energy inward, as well as the outward flow. The outward flow we seem to be very used to. Yes, doing this, doing that, doing the other. Here, this is an opportunity for you to really say to yourself, right, I'm going to take inward time as well. Because Sagittarius, you are an outgoing person for the most part, and you like interactions. But this is really going to be important because you're going to learn a lot from going within. So meditating, all those things that just take you into quietness, and you can do it without having to stop. Yes, you can just breathe for a couple of minutes and become aware that you're breathing. That would do it. especially with this Mars energy, because you might feel impatient and not want to sit meditating for long periods, which is fine. It's just about finding that stillness. And then on the 18th of the month, we've got a glorious new moon in your sign, lovely Sagittarius. So new beginnings, a fresh start. It's a new year for you. Not only is it the new year generally, but it's a new year for you. What do you want for yourself? What are you hoping for? What are your dreams, your wishes? And it's an opportunity for a reset. It's a reboot of you at this time. And then on the 20th, yes, huge sigh of relief for many of you, Saturn changing sign and going into your second house where it's going to stay until 2020. Resonating here with Pluto. These are very powerful energies. Now they don't come together exactly until the beginning of 2020. And I've done video set about that, so for those of you who are interested, want to learn more in depth, please visit my website to check that out, yourastrologysigns.com. But here, looking at this Saturn in your second house, some of you are going to go, oh, second house of money, oh, that's terrible. Not at all. It can be very difficult if you've been reckless with money, if you've created debts and you're not able to pay them, if you've been doing things that are not self-sustaining, then maybe there's some kind of reckoning going on. But equally, this is a wonderful opportunity with Saturn in your second to generate some really solid foundations for yourself financially. Being practical about finances. Spending what you really have and not overdoing it, because Sagittarius, you know, Jupiter is your ruler, so you have a tendency to kind of overdo in one way, one direction, and then overdo in the other. It's those polarities. It's about bringing them together. But this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for starting a business, getting serious about your income, and also bringing more simplicity into this area. Often there's a complexity around it. Saturn wants you just to get to basics. What's important, and not to necessarily be running after more, and to become aware of that. But I'll be talking about that in the 2018 forecast, which I do hope you're watching as well, the 2018-19 forecast for you. And then on the 22nd of the month, the sun coming into this house of money, shining a light, maybe bringing you a little extra bonus, maybe you spending on something that you enjoy, buying yourself a gift, or maybe buying a gift for somebody else at this time. So I wish you a wonderful December, a wonderful birthday. You might want to have a personal reading, channeling, mixture of both, to see what's coming up for you and how you can make best use of the planetary alignments this year. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, sharing. Bye for now.